All right. Whew. Well, it is what it is. Hold on, I don't know why it's like, it feels like the camera has gotten closer. Well, that's it. The future is very bright. Future is very, very bright. Fox has to go. Told you he's bringing that loser mentality. We really needed to bring in LeBron or a good veteran, as Mitch has to go. I'm sorry. All right, so I don't even disagree with you. No, I disagree with the Mitch one. Yo, Clan, I'm on the server if you want to talk. I'm actually going to end up just talking to Impeccable soon. Okay. All right. So first and foremost, I want to congratulate the New York Knicks. Not the Knicks fans, not their organization. They're all garbage. But I do want to congratulate the players because Brunson gave us that work. He absolutely annihilated us. It was tough to watch. And we already knew that players like Brunson can be a pretty tough guard for us, or defensive guard for us, because he's just low to the ground, small, quick, and if you get to switch with Julian Champagny, it's just money. Big body Brunson. Hold on, he said he's in the voice chat. Oh, I see him. All right, he said I'm in voice chat. I'm in the voice call? Where? What are you talking about? Hold on. He said I'm in the voice? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Wait, it said I missed it. Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I hear you, yeah.
Okay.
How you doing, my friend?
What's up, my boy? All right, I'm just gonna start right off the bat. Okay. So.
Okay, you're live right now, right?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, we're live. Okay.
Yeah,
we get started.
Yeah, we're literally live.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, letting some people come in. Okay. All right. So first and foremost, I want to say this before we get into any negatives. Shout out to the Knicks players. I don't care about their fans. They've been garbage for the most part. And I really don't care about the organization even much more so. I think they're a horrible organization. But the players, I do care about them, and I'm happy that OG gets one. I'm happy that Brunson was able to get one. Sohan gets one. And yeah, I mean, it's a good story. It's nice. Obviously, Brunson basically proving everyone wrong that you can win when you're a smaller player like he is. Sure, it was a lot of us shooting ourselves in the foot, but he took advantage of this opportunity and he put the team on his back. I mean, what do you have, like 45 points today?
It was like 42 or 45. I mean, it was an amazing game. Amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, really impressive. So big shout out to him. And as far as we're concerned, we went further than anyone expected. I expected us to be in the second round, maybe the Western Conference Finals. And that was earlier in the season. But the Spurs, first time actually being together for a lot of these guys, and they went all the way to the finals in huge games. Yeah, did they screw up? Yeah. We got the game 2 collapse. Every game was basically a collapse, but the Wemby turnover, then obviously we've had Fox just be horrible the entire time. But at the end of the day, I think that do you see that super chat? Oh my God.
No, I didn't see it.
Oh my God. Thank you, dude. Lurked your channel and streams for a number of, or watched your channels. Oh, lurked. He did mean that. Streams for a number of years. Good season. Let's see. Crummy ending. 3 finals losses by 8 total points. Trade up and draft a stretch big to chase Cat and Jokic so Vic doesn't have to. Start Harper, bench Fox so he can at least play with a true screening big. Keep doing you, clan. Thank you so much. That's a crazy super chat. All right, I'll take a look at the rest ones in a minute. But
everybody have a great night. Don't get too bent up.
I'm not even really like. It's funny because you have the opposite. Like, we have the opposite emotions going on because we were texting. You said last game at the end you were more so disappointed than angry. I was more angry than disappointed. And in this game, I'm more disappointed than angry, and you're more angry than disappointed. So I think that's interesting. But all right,
we'll get into one.
But I just want to say Spurs did a phenomenal job this season. Beautiful, beautiful season. We've had so many incredible moments. But I know nobody cares about any of that. You want to actually go into my opinions on some of these decisions and a player in particular. All right, so before we do that, just really quick, as we always do, shout out to Prize Picks. Just because our season's over doesn't mean that you can't still utilize it. So the World Cup is going on currently. Do not ask me anything as far as who I go more or less on in the World Cup. I have no idea. I only know basketball and football, but if you guys are interested, go check it out, or you can do the WNBA. You can do more or less on that, but it's super simple. You just make your picks, and you can receive $50 instantly on your first $5 if you use promo code HMA and use that link in my description. Available in a multitude of different states. All right, so I think we need to go ahead and just say this, right? Elephant in the room, De'Aaron Fox. I don't think there's much defending this, honestly. And I mean on both ends of the spectrum. Whether we want to talk about Mitch Johnson and his decision to completely, continuously play through Fox, or just Fox in general, because I just have to be honest with you, dude. Regardless of what position you put Fox in, I don't like the idea that you have a player that it seems like it has to be tailor-made for him to just be competent or somewhat effective. Like in this game in particular, he had wide open looks, and the Knicks wanted him to take it. Wide open threes continuously. Nice separation from him and the defender. And he made 3 shots? One of which was one he just had to kind of chuck up, which I won't blame him for that one. He made it. It was a tough shot.
It was a Wemby grenade. It was a Wemby grenade. With 2.
Yeah. So just overall, and it's not just a poor performance. I can deal with players having poor performances, right? Like that's not the problem. It's kind of how he carries himself. It's kind of how after these games, there's little to no accountability, not even addressing what happened. And I don't expect any player to go to the podium and do a humiliation ritual, right? I don't want you to go up there and just say, I was trash, I was garbage, I don't deserve this, I don't deserve that. I don't expect you to go up there and cry about it. But one thing I've noticed is winners, especially on this team, because I think that this series, this entire playoffs, the entire season, but I think this series in particular really highlighted the winners and the losers here that's on the team mentally. And winners are ones where they make a mistake and they come forward and they address, this was a mistake, and I'm going to try to make sure I don't do that going forward. You have to address your shortcomings. That's what winners do. Wemby was talking. Oh, what's up?
Let me cut you off.
Yeah.
I want to compliment a guy who's a winner, who's been garbage the entire postseason. Bad the entire postseason. I saw somebody bring him up. Been bad the entire postseason. But you see Keldon Johnson.
Keldon's defense. Keldon's defense, he stepped up.
Defense.
Yeah, good defense, good rebound, some tough rebounding. Keldon is one where Keldon's one is where on the fence you're like, Are you here for the future? Do we need you? Do we not? And honestly, I'm cool with Keldon sticking around. Great locker room guy. Obviously, you use him sparingly, but yeah, I agree with you. I think Keldon was great. But
yeah, and the thing is, it was a bad matchup for him. He was bad the entire playoffs. He was pretty much unbearable on defense. On offense, he's got severe tone of it. Like, there's several reasons why KJ was unplayable, even down the stretch. But from just an attitude thing, just an attitude thing, Keldon showed the attitude of a winner, even if he was not playing like the entire series. Tonight, he showed up and did what he could.
Yeah, he did what he could. It's an attitude thing, and that's what I want to highlight right now. I want to talk about the attitudes here, and you know, I pay attention to all this stuff, and I think that that's very important. And some things you can just kind of say, hey, it's not that big a deal. You know, something that someone says in the press conference or whatever, their attitude in press conference, if it shows up on the court that, hey, actually they are him. But Fox, he has a very it is what it is type attitude all the time. Like when he made that mistake, he didn't even say that it was a bad decision. I mean, afterwards, he just said, I thought I could beat him. I mean, it's almost as if he's ignoring the fact that you made a really bad call and you weren't fully there. And the biggest thing with Fox that has bothered me all season long, and we've talked about it in and out, sometimes he has good games, sometimes he has bad games, is the lack of detail, the attention to detail, that is, the lack of awareness throughout these games where he will just attempt shots that he shouldn't be attempting, or the flow of the game shouldn't be ran through you, and he'll still attempt, you know, whatever to force it, right? Taking what the defense is giving you right off the bat. That's one thing that's probably drove me the most crazy, is when you watch players like, and Castle got to learn, he had a bad game today, but he made a winning play. And I think he is a winner, but he made a winning play at the end. But sometimes you got to get to your spots, and sometimes you have to enforce your will on the defense. And if they're just giving you outside mid-range shots and you're bricking them, and outside, you know, 3-point shots and you're just bricking them, I mean, you got to have the awareness to say, hey, I'm not going to just settle for whatever you give me. I'm going to get to my spots. It was basically a couple plays in this game where I thought Fox actually did that, where he got closer to the actually 3 plays. He got closer to the basket, one of which he passed it out. I think we ended up missing the shot, but it was a really nice pass out. But just overall, man, how the Spurs are trying to use Fox, you will be better off just having a Trey Jones if this is what we're going to do. When the ball is in his hands, he hasn't been that great. Yeah. When the ball is out of his hands and he just needs to be a role player, he's been putrid. So you got one end of the spectrum where if we play through him, it's like 70-30. You know, you don't know what you're going to get. And then if you have him as just a role player, like sit in the corner and shoot, he can't make a shot. So I don't really know what the Spurs should be doing with him at this point. And I am going to fixate on Fox because that's how bad this was. That's how horrible this was. I am someone who gives players a lot of grace. Fox is one impeccable that I don't feel like I can give a lot of grace to. I just can't. And I'll feel better in the next day or two. And, you know, I'm not going to go back on what I'm saying, but I'll try to be kinder. Probably I'll feel a little bit different, not fully. But when a player demands to go to a team and they're in a terrible losing situation and they put their all to get here, they take a max contract. You're coming up on what, 8-9 years in the NBA?
Yeah.
I just don't have a lot of grace for poor performances. And like I said, you can miss some shots. I'm okay if you miss some shots. Hey, you just missed some shots, right? Wemby wasn't perfect. Wemby isn't perfect. You can miss some shots, but it's the attitude behind it. It's the not addressing that you made mistakes, not addressing that, hey, I need to do something a little differently here. I mean, it not valuing, as a point guard, not valuing, and this is the biggest thing, man, not valuing possessions. I feel like he doesn't value possessions. It doesn't matter what point of the game it is, he's just going to take the shot, regardless of what it is. He's just going to take it. He doesn't value it. He's lazy with the ball. He's lazy with his shot selection. And I know people can say, well, he has an ankle issue and all this. It's like, we got plenty of issues. A lot of people got issues. Okay, have some type of awareness on what you're going to do out there. And if you can't play, then you shouldn't be on the court. Period. I don't know. I felt like Mitch Johnson forcing De'Aaron Fox was a big reason why we lost this game. Actually, a huge reason why we lost this game. Down that stretch, it was like 5 possessions of that.
Forget this game, my friend, my brother. Forget this game.
What's up?
The series.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spend too much time on Fox because I've already let my feelings kind of be known, and anybody who's new to me, let me just say this: I respect De'Aaron Fox. He's been an all-star in this league. He is worth a max contract in this league, I think, for the right team. But I said it to Clan. When we talked originally about trading for Fox, and we ended up doing it. I think he's being miscast for the role he's in. Even next to Castle, I thought he was miscasted.
Yeah.
Then you select Dylan Harper, and I'm like, okay, there's no way you're still gonna pay him that amount of money. You end up paying him that amount of money because I assumed when we traded scraps for him, yeah, the agreement was we trade scraps for you, but you're gonna get the extension regardless of what happens in the draft.
Yeah.
And now you're at a point in time when you have to kind of realize the version of De'Aaron Fox that we kept saying throughout the season. Tell me if I'm wrong. Me and you kept saying throughout the season when we talked to each other, okay, and we've heard our Spurs fans saying this, he's saving it for the postseason. No, am I wrong?
Yeah, no. We all said it. We were like, it's like he's deferring now. They're gonna get their experience. Then when we get to the postseason, we're gonna see playoff De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, we're saving it for the postseason. He's not scoring like that, but he's saving it for the postseason. He ain't scoring over 40, but he's saving it for the postseason. He's not taking everything over, but he's saving it for the postseason.
Yep.
When did that happen during the postseason? It happened one game. There was one game against Portland. And he did not have a high ankle sprain for the vast majority of the postseason.
Yeah.
So tell me when I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have a high ankle sprain for the vast majority of the postseason. His finger is fully healed for the majority of what a fully healed finger can be. So the only thing that could come to my mind is that, one, he's regressed as a player.
Yeah.
2, our front office and Mitch Johnson, by that extent, has overconfidence in him based off of what his reputation is. It is overconfidence based on who he used to be, for sure. And I can attest for that from post game pressers too with Mitch Johnson when he talks about De'Aaron Fox. Yeah. Okay. So those are 2 things. And then 3, you're asking De'Aaron Fox to be a combo on-off guard next to Stephen Castle.
Yep.
And Dylan Harper.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're asking him to be.
Mm-hmm.
When have you ever seen him excel in that role? Even playing next to Malik Monk in Sacramento. I watched one of my best friends is a Sacramento Kings fan.
Mm-hmm.
As rare as they might be. He's a Sacramento Kings fan. He has watched their games fervently. I watched them with him, so I knew what we were getting when we got Fox. And I was like, I'm a little bit shaky on it because he doesn't really play super well with Malik Monk. It really takes a playmaking big to really kind of unlock a lot of those things. And Domantas Sabonis is fantastic at it. Wemby has potential, but playmaking big, he is not yet. His playmaking is not advanced yet to get to that point.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm not really sure how he's going to look next to our cast. We still won 62 games, so
that just shows that just shows how much talent we got, man. Defensively too, defensively in particular.
I think we won in spite of the fit issues. Yeah. I think we won in spite of our coaching deficiencies. I think we won in spite of those things because Victor overperformed, Devin Vassell overperformed, Castle overperformed, Dylan Harper overperformed, Keldon Johnson during the regular season overperformed.
Mm-hmm.
We had overperformance all throughout the playoffs, and guess what? We came back down to earth in the finals because for a lot of our younger guys, our Super Bowl moment really was beating the Thunder.
Yeah.
And the guy that needed to step up into that veteran role and bring us back down to earth and calm us down and be the steady hand that guides us through the playoffs and guides us in clutch situations and does a lot of what Jalen Brunson was doing, was De'Aaron Fox. And we just never got that kind of production. It just never materialized. It was just missed shots, bad decisions, turnovers. I don't know what to say.
Can I give you some numbers? It's just some basic stats, but this is how bad he's been. I mean, it was truly bad. Okay, so first round against the Portland Trailblazers. It's the Portland Trailblazers. He had 20 points. That's fine. 2 turnovers, 7 assists. That's crazy good. But I want to focus in on the scoring because that's really what we're needing him for, right? Like, he's not the best. We know he's not the best playmaker in the world. We're expecting him to go out there and get buckets, right? So 20 points. His percentage, 50% from the field, 37% from 3. Whoa, okay. We're starting off pretty good, right? And then you go against Minnesota, 17.7 points per game. So 17 points per game. 43% from the field. Okay. 32% from 3. Extraordinarily mid, I would say, against the Minnesota Timberwolves. But hey, you know, they got some big guys. They got some big, even big perimeter players with Jay McDaniels. Hey, that's why he's struggling. And then you go against the Thunder, and like obviously he has the ankle issue, but he went in there. He played. He looked better as the series went on, kind of. At least more healthy, I mean. But he averaged 11 points, 36 from the field, 22% from 3. And then you go into this series against the Knicks. Now you should be at least more healthy than you were before, which he was. And he averaged in this series 13 points, well, 12.8 points, 34% from the field, 25% from 3. I don't really know what you got out of playing De'Aaron Fox in this series. Actually, I would go as far as the Thunder. This is the crazy thing. The Thunder series, when he came back in Game 3, we obviously needed him. But you know why we needed him? We needed him because we just didn't have fully experience yet. Like, you had Steph Castle kind of struggling, run point. 'Cause he's not really a point. You got Dylan Harper, who's, kind of struggling because he's not, fully there yet. He's a rookie to be point. And we just needed somebody with, a little bit more experience that can handle the ball, just take care of the ball. But as far as utilizing Fox and him really making this extreme max player impact to like kind of like what you said, get into the finals, then calming things down, saying, hey guys, keep your head on straight. No, you didn't really get that. You got some huge blunders from him. You got him taking care of the ball against the Thunder, which was really huge. And he had one decent game at the end, the last game against them in Game 7. That was a big deal. But other than that, it's just been either mid or kind of horrible from Fox.
Well, you got to remember something. And I want Chad to remember this too. I want every Spurs fan to remember this. De'Aaron Fox is 28 going on 29 years old. He is not some 32-year-old vet that you're bringing in with some lengthy playoff experience. His playoff experience is losing his 7 as the higher seed to the Golden State Warriors on their little run that they went on during their Light the Beam season. That is his playoff experience. Having tremendous credit to Fox. Tremendous games 1 through 6, and then kind of laying an egg in Game 7.
Yeah,
right. That is his reputation. De'Aaron Fox is not, and I want people to take this to heart when I say this. He is not a playmaking guard. He is not a traditional point guard. He is not some 8, 9, 10 assist point guard. He is a scoring point guard. That is his role. That is his function. That is what he is supposed to be. When you bring him in, you're expecting 25 plus points a game.
Mm-hmm.
Automatically.
Yeah.
Whether through going to the free throw line, a hot night, or what have you. He was not that for us this entire season, pretty much down.
Hold on. I'll quadruple down on that. Not only was he not this season, he quite literally had one of his worst seasons in his entire career with us. He played 72 games, but as far as his, how much he scored, 18.6 from the field, he he did better since his third year in the NBA. That's like his sophomore year in the NBA.
Well, I have some friends, and I'm kind of like this too, where I do pay attention to some advanced analytics stuff, but they're bigger advanced analytics guys than me, and they were like, oh, well, this season's really good for Fox because it proves that he can be an off-ball guard, which is important for a point guard. So, like, for example, guys, Drew Holiday, Kyrie Irving, Mike Conley in their prime. Not now, because Mike Conley's old. Kyrie Irving's still good. Drew Holiday's a bit older, but he was really good during the Portland series. I don't know if some of you guys remember how good he was during the Portland series. He was pretty good during the Portland series. These guys have proved throughout their careers that they can be off-ball guards next to more dominant scorers. And that's a very important skill for a point guard, because a point guard is supposed to be there for stability, but also being able to score off of quick decisions based off of whoever the number one option may be, whether it's a wing, whether it's a big, what have you. It was a big step in the right direction for Fox, who, to that point, he had been the number one option on a team with Domantas Sabonis, respected Domantas Sabonis, but Domantas Sabonis' passing was very much so predilected on De'Aaron Fox's scoring bag and him kind of getting to his spots and doing his thing. And this was a step in the right direction for De'Aaron Fox as far as being an off-ball scorer and, not scoring as much, but being efficient in his spots. That, I don't know how much I don't know how much to curse on the stream. I'm trying not to curse, but that just flew out the window come to playoffs. It just completely. By the time, really by the end of the season, God really realized it towards the end of the season. I was like, okay, the off-ball guard stuff is just not really working. And in the playoffs, I was like, okay, the off-ball guard stuff is just there's no flow.
No,
and it seems like he needs the ball in his hands. Not just to score, but to get into any kind of flow.
He's like the problem I think we're having is the Spurs function best when they're passing the ball, getting everyone involved. And obviously Wemby being the center of that. But like Fox is a volume shooting, I won't say undersized point guard, but in today's NBA, like he's shorter than a lot of people, smaller than a lot of people. Like yeah, he's a volume shooting point guard that don't have the same amount of burst that he once did with Sacramento. It's just a bad look, and it just doesn't work, and it's not working for us. This game truly was, well, not just this game, like you said, the series and kind of the entire playoffs was kind of win or lose by his hands, because you need him attempting shots. But I don't want to see him trying to get himself going at the end of the fourth quarter all the time. Like it's very frustrating, because you take someone like Dylan Harper right now, right? And everyone sees it. It's very obvious that he's going to be him. He's going to be the second star to Wemby. But he doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective. He can have very efficient games without the ball in his hands. He's not necessarily a volume shooter. There's many games that we can go to, and you look at him only attempting like 12 shots, but you guarantee you it's like 8 for 12, 9 for 12. Like, he's very efficient offensively, whether he has the ball in his hands or he doesn't. I would say that Castle probably needs the ball out of his hands more often than not, especially in this series, I would say. But Steph Castle is fine off ball if you utilize him correctly, and mainly because he's such a great defender. And then on the offensive end, he's a really good cutter. We just didn't really utilize it as well as we could have. Devin Vassell's the same way. He's good off ball, on ball. We probably could have used some of his on ball abilities a little bit more. But he doesn't count as much because he's not like a point guard. But my overall point is the other two guards that we have are just significantly better for this team. If we want to say Fox individually is more talented, scoring wise, yeah, sure, I think he's more talented than Steph Castle. But as far as Steph Castle's attention to detail when it really matters, and he's still super young, so I mean 1 for 10 today, I can't excuse that. But when it really matters, his attention to detail down the stretch, I don't know how many times Steph Castle saved us. I mean, it's constant too, by the way. Like, he's always saving us or making some big play or some smart play to really help us down the stretch. And De'Aaron Fox, being a veteran on the team, I mean, he just doesn't have that attention to detail. He doesn't, and he's not. I'm kind of rambling a little bit now, but back to what you were saying. Yeah, it just kind of went out the window as far as him being an off-ball player. He's just not that. He's just not that great at it. He's a volume shooting kind of undersized point guard, and I don't know. I don't know. Well, I know that we'll be able to use him next season if the Spurs were to keep going with this. I just don't know how I feel about Mitch Johnson's ability to calm down when it comes to utilizing Fox.
Well, here's my thing, and there's an elephant in the room. There's like a few elephants in the room. We'll get to them during this stream, but I have to relate to this, and I'm gonna lead this point going into that elephant. De'Aaron Fox is not an off-ball guard. He is not a third option. He is not a fourth option. He is not a fifth option. Because he doesn't have the playmaking, nor the quick decision-making, nor, quite frankly, the shooting ability to be that. It's not what he is. If he had those things, he could be like Mike Conley, who, Mike Conley, as far as I'm concerned, is an underappreciated basketball player. And especially in his prime. As far as just being an off-ball guard who can catch and shoot, be good on defense, make responsible decisions on offense, regardless if the ball is in his hands or not, and just make connective playmaking reads to implement everybody in offense and keep things calm. Take over when is necessary. Right? De'Aaron Fox to me screams, at least in this current iteration, a worse version of whatever Mike Conley was. At his peak, or even really to a certain extent, what he was even 3 or 4 years ago, prior to his body kind of falling apart by the time he got to Minnesota.
He's just a De'Aaron Fox. Is just, I mean, I don't mean this in like. I think that look, he's just kind of. He's a dumb point guard. Like when it comes to actually being point and just making the right decisions, he's just a dumb point guard. He's not a good point guard at all. If we manage to utilize him sparingly and more so, especially since all season long we haven't really used him in a way we could have. But if we use him sparingly and use him in certain actions and had him more like plays set up for him and not just iso ball, maybe he would have been fine. But at some point, man, I found myself throughout the season not even asking myself or asking the team, can De'Aaron Fox be a star? I gave up on that. I know he was an all-star, but like if you watch these games, I mean, it is what it is anyways. But I wasn't even asking him to be an all-star. I wasn't asking him to be a star. I wasn't asking him to be a superstar. I gave up on all of that a while ago. It got to a point where I was just asking for him to be competent. That's it. Just be competent, make some smart decisions down the stretch as a point guard to help out these young guys, and let's keep it rolling. But I'll tell you, man, that game 4, that will haunt him forever. And kind of rightfully so. And I thought that game and the decisions that he made, whether it be off of a screen, immediately picking up your dribble and just turning the ball over, whether it be not paying attention that Steph Castle isn't looking at you and you turn the ball over, whether it be trying OG Anunoby 3 times in a row when you can't score on him, whether it be, attempting a layup in a situation where all you had to do is run the clock off. It's like this type of stuff. I'm just like, do we need him? Like, I know that we got all the way to the finals, but I feel like we need him only because we need someone in that spot, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, we just needed another ball handler. I don't know if we needed Fox in particular.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Listen, this is my thing. And this is going to relate to De'Aaron Fox and his contract as well as Mitch Johnson, quite frankly. The way that we needed De'Aaron Fox in game... When did he come back? Game 5 against the Thunder?
Who? Against the Thunder, he came back game 3.
Game 3? All right, against game 3. The thing that De'Aaron Fox brought us was another ball handler.
Yeah.
That's all we needed. The thing that the Thunder thrive on as a defensive unit, the reason why they're a generational defense, and they were one of the best defenses in league history this season. They have remained so pretty much all throughout the season. The one thing they couldn't really stop was Vic, because Vic's a freak, and they couldn't stop our multiple ball handler scheme, which usually works. The issue with that is that we are reliant on there being more than one person who can handle the ball and make not even advanced reads, just reads in general. Which is why Stephen Castle, the first 2 games, he was our only ball handler beyond Dylan Harper.
Yeah.
And he's giving you 9 turnovers a game, 10 turnovers, because that's what the Thunder are meant to do. It's not really an indictment on Stephen Castle. Besides, he's not very good at making advanced reads, and 2, he's turnover prone.
Yeah,
but they're meant to make you look worse than what you are. He's already those things. They're going to make you look that much worse.
They're going to really expose it.
That's their specialty.
Yeah.
So when Fox comes back, all of a sudden he's giving you like 3 turnovers a game. There's a reason for that. It's just having another guy on the floor that they cannot just scheme around. Oh yeah, we're gonna make him pass the ball in this specific type of way, and you're gonna read the pass and just cut him off like this. Here's the issue with that. There are probably 50 point guards in the league who can give you what De'Aaron Fox gave you in that capacity.
Yeah.
I do not think any of them are going to be making what De'Aaron Fox is going to make next year.
No, not even close. No.
Or going forward.
No, not even close. And that has been my gripe kind of the entire season, is that I just kept questioning, do you need Fox? And it doesn't mean like Fox is just horrible, he's the worst thing in the world or nothing like that. It's just him in particular, for what he's bringing you. You could get somebody that makes way less money that does the same thing much better for what you need from him. You know, if we didn't have Dylan Harper, I think Fox is more valuable, way more valuable maybe. But Harper, from what he's bringing and how much he's grown, you don't really need Fox. We would have been better off with a Trey Jones. You know, we would have been better off with kind of any guard that can just play make and just make smart decisions. Any type of vet that could just make some smart decisions down the stretch. You didn't need him. I've been seeing people bring this up, which I don't think this will happen, but I mean, it would be cool. People were saying like bring in LeBron. I'm like, that would be really cool. That's just a random thing. LeBron's defense isn't necessarily there, so as far as him, you know, trying to keep up, I don't know how that'll go. But bringing him to the team and making a that would definitely help. There's no way, there's no situation where I could see that not helping a lot.
Somebody mentioned bringing in LeBron.
Yeah, I saw quite a few people bringing that up. Like, can we get LeBron?
That's the most obvious. I mean, if I was the guy that was in charge of Spurs, if I was in Brian Wright's spot and I had the money to do it,
yeah, that's the question. What is he
not just the money to do it, but he's actually interested in leaving the Lakers, because they traded for Luka Doncic, and I was like, okay, that's not going to be a marriage for super long.
Yeah.
If you had any interest, if LeBron and Rich Paul by that extension even had interest in doing it, I would play ball with them, because he's kind of the perfect fit at this juncture for what we need.
And can we be real?
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment. Okay, I really don't. I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment. But
it's okay.
This is something.
Nice to do it.
This is something I've been thinking about for a while, and I also it feels irresponsible, because I also know that the Spurs. This isn't doesn't mean like pat myself on the back or anything, but I do know the Spurs players have watched me before in the past. Like, I know that they've kept up with some of the things that's been said, that's been confirmed to me. But I'm just going to say this because this is just the vibe I've been getting, and this is just how I'm feeling. I don't know if De'Aaron Fox is a winner. And I feel like he's okay with losing. And the reason why I say that is because not only the press conferences, it's how he plays, it's how he take care of the ball, it's the shot selection that he make, the stupid mistakes that he makes, the ball watching. It's so many small lack of attention to details in his game, being in the league for so long. But, you know, some of the ways that he talks, he doesn't really take accountability for making mistakes. But it was one thing in particular that really bugged me, man. And it was in the middle of the Thunder series. And he says something in the lines, and he brought it up about 3 times, that we're okay with losing as long as we played our game. And he kept saying that. And I did not hear any other player talk like that, even bringing up the possibility of losing. I know that's probably a nitpick, and obviously after seeing the finals and seeing these mishaps, it's very easy for me to go back and say, see, look, kind of like when you see those true crime videos and they're doing the interrogation and they can just point out all these different things because you know that this person is guilty, which you probably wouldn't even noticed it before. You know what I mean? Like those body language things, like, oh, as you can see here, he wiped the sweat off his eyebrow, which indicates that he was lying. And it's like, yeah, it's really easy for you to do that after you know that he's guilty. But with De'Aaron Fox in particular, I'm trying not to do that, but it has bothered me in real time. And there's a lot of situations where you can go back, listen to how he talks, listen to how he, discuss certain topics of the game. And it just comes across as somebody that's like, hey, I go out there, you win or lose, we come far enough. I just don't know how much it kills him to lose. Like, I think it beats him up to perform poorly for sure, but I don't know how he feels about the L in general, if you know what I mean. Like Wemby, it's more than just how he performed. Wemby losing, it's like the worst, most devastating feeling you can have in the world when you see him, or you get that feeling from him. Same with Stephon Castle, same with Dylan. Dylan's pretty positive though. He's really optimistic, but it just seems like it kills them, And De'Aaron Fox, and that's fine if he's that way, but you can't be that way and be our max player, and you can't be that way and be our second option. That can't happen. You're not going to win with a player like that if he's the second option.
I'm gonna relate it to this. I've told you to pull up the clip of him crying after Kentucky lost.
I can do it again.
Do it again, because that is the last time I have seen De'Aaron Fox take. I think it broke something inside of him, because I haven't seen him care that much since. He hasn't shown me that emotion since. I'm not saying you need to be bawling over yourself.
No.
So care, but like, he hasn't shown me any of that since. And I'm like, where did it go?
Here it is.
Like, is it once he cut his hair, he just became a different person?
I think so. Here it is.
I love my brothers, man. The shot just playing back and forth in my head is gonna be difficult to get over, but I know I got to.
And maybe it's because, hey, you're not gonna get that opportunity again, right? Like that's it. It's over. Yeah. I mean, you always got another year in the NBA for the most part.
Well, like, here's the thing, and also at the time he was a kid.
Yeah, he was a kid.
He's a kid. But like, brother, I mean, I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. I just don't know. It's not even like a. Think about this. It's not even like it's a kid thing. I just haven't seen that version. Even when they lost the Warriors, I didn't see it at all from it. He just seemed like, oh, well, I guess it's time to go to the next season. It was a great season, Kings fans.
Yeah, great season. It's very much so it is what it is attitude all the time with them. It's always, it is what it is. It's all right. We'll get them next time. I don't want to get them next time. I don't want to be childish here, but I do, to some extent as a fan, want to know that it's hurting my players the same way it's hurting me, because that shows that they're gonna get back at this. The Spurs lost in 2013. It hurt all of us. We were destroyed, man. And you look at the Spurs players, they were just devastated, right? And they're locked in immediately. Like you almost felt as if that night they're going to be in the gym. I just don't get that vibe from Fox. I just don't. And it's okay to not be that type of player. Every player on our roster doesn't have to be like that. I don't know if, for instance, Lindy Waters is that way. It doesn't really matter. But not every player needs to have the same competitiveness of Wemby. But if you're going to be the second guy and you're the max player and you're a vet, yes. This is a closeout game, and you went 3 for 15 and you had 7 points. And what was the other game that we really needed him in and he had 7 points? That was game 1 against the Knicks, in which he came out, gave us a stinker, 7 points. It's just, I don't think he cares that much. I'll just be honest. And I think, obviously in life you aren't, but I think in general, as a NBA player and a star player, max player, he's a loser. Like, in comparison, I just think he is. Yeah.
Listen, he's set to make 220. I forget the other number. 221 million, I think.
29, I think.
29. set to make that over the next 4 seasons. He's on a team with Stephon. Let's just look forward. He's on a team with Stephon Castle, who's going to improve. He had a bad night tonight, but don't let that fool you. He's been our best player on several nights during this.
Steph Castle? Oh, yeah, dude. He's been a winner, bro. So,
yeah, and he's been a winner every step of the way.
Every
of his
single.
One in high school,
yes.
One at UConn, his 1 year there. He's made winning plays. Even tonight, he didn't make a shot. He made a putback that he had no business making and put us in a position to at least fight.
Who shot that shot that he got the rebound on? Wemby shot it. And then the last game, he got a rebound after Fox missed a shot, and he got to the line. Yeah, he makes winning plays.
Made both free throw. I'm not gonna get on Stephon Castle. I'm not gonna. Dylan Harper has shown the entire league, quite frankly, to the point that Twitter is on fire right now about Fox.
It should be.
That's why I'm trying my best not to be too hard on Fox because
bro, it is what it is, and he's
getting a lot of it already.
After he didn't even address that last game at all. I mean, it is what it is. Like after that game, bro, he was just like, I just tried to outrun him, and it is what it is. Like that's his attitude. That has been his attitude. Like just kind of whatever, pushing it to the side. I think it's justified, honestly. But yeah, it's a closeout game, bro. You had 7 points, and you're the max player on the team. Steph Castle's a sophomore. Dylan Harper actually played. You know what it felt? Okay, this might be messed up, but I'm just gonna throw it out there. You know what also made me feel sick about this game?
Mm-hmm.
Did it feel like to you that at times, I'm not saying that he was trying to do this. I don't know if it was a subconscious thing. I don't know if it was just the coaching. But did it feel like a audition between Fox and Harper down that stretch? Did it feel like that to you?
No, because you want to know why? Because Fox has something that was promised, much like Denny Avdia in free throws. De'Aaron Fox has something that's promised to him. And that is the starting point guard spot on the San Antonio Spurs. It was not Dylan Harper had no plays ran for him. That's why he started taking dumb shots. If you want to know why he started taking dumb shots, or he started making sporadic reads and just trying to do stuff, he had no plays ran for him, which has been we're gonna get to Mitch Johnson, but it's been Mitch Johnson's issue this entire finals, especially, but during the entire season, really. Dylan Harper shines in moments in which things are not ran for him. Mitch Johnson doesn't run anything, and then he succeeds in spite of those things.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't competing for a point guard spot because Mitch Johnson runs De'Aaron Fox like, how can I put this? He treats De'Aaron Fox like he has Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
Granted, D. Mitch was not great this postseason. I'm not gonna defend D. Mitch as a guy who's like D. Mitch in the past.
But it's understandable. It's understandable.
You're treating him like you got D. Mitch, which you're paying him like you got D. Mitch.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
You're running him like you have a star guard.
Yeah.
Who is going to be able to make these plays and make these reads, which is why he said, "Guess what? Down the stretch of the game, the ball is going to be in De'Aaron Fox."
That's a crazy statement.
He told all of us what it was going to be. And once I heard that, I was like, okay, I'm thinking to myself, okay, this might bite us in game 7. I really believe we're going to get to game 7. I'm like, okay, this might bite us in game 7. Nah.
But bit us immediately. And yeah, that overconfidence and just saying, I guess that's the coaching, just saying, this is what we're going to do and we're going to stick to it. Well, you're going to stick to it all the way your way home. Like you're going to be stuck to a L if you stick to it no matter what, because with the flow of the game, you got to recognize what's going on. And I feel like, at least with Mitch, and it's been like this all season, his in-season adjustments have been quite poor. And I know that he's a young coach, and I think he'll be much better. But after that last game, he talked about how, hey, I should have done things better, like in particular managing Victor Wembanyama's minutes. Well, in this game, you do that, but you overcompensated for it a little bit. Like, I think Luke Cornett was in the game a little too long, and you didn't utilize maybe Plumlee or Olynyk or somebody that can go in for a few minutes. And you're just not getting the best out of your team overall. And when it came to Fox, I mean, this stubbornness to just say, hey, we're going to run with them no matter what, Why? At some point, you got to be okay with hurting some feelings. And Fox, feelings should have been hurt because the way Dylan Harper was playing, he wanted to win. He wanted to take us to the glory land. He wanted a game 6. He played like he wanted a game 6. And this was his, I mean, he's already had some games like this, but this was his true coming out party. Like, everybody was watching this. Everybody saw the talent on full display. And he put the Spurs on his back. He was the best offensive player on this team, kind of by a mile, to be honest with you. And down that stretch, the fact that you leaned on Fox no matter what, and he attempted like four possessions, that's just a bad look, man. I mean, Fox does not cherish possessions. He just doesn't. I mean, just jacking up shots left and right, outside shots, and you just know it's gonna go. I saw people when I went live. I saw a lot of Knicks fans, and it's fine. Like, you know, I'm not going to attack Knicks fans or whatever. Like, the Spurs lost. I'm not going to sit here and be bitter about it. But I saw Knicks fans coming in saying, thank you so much. Thank you so much for Fox. Thank you so much. Fox, thank you for being a Knicks fan. That's sad, man. That's absolutely sad. Everyone can recognize what was going on there and just fully lean them. I had someone message me who just started watching basketball, and they were like, why is number 4 taking so many shots? Yeah. They haven't even watched a lot of Spurs basketball, and it's their first time. They're like, isn't it kind of weird that number 4 is taking a lot of shots? I want to say, oh, maybe the commentators gave him that idea. No, everyone can recognize what was going on. And Mitch Johnson, you gotta just kind of, you know, grow up, man, and say, hey, dude, you don't have it. You're going to be benched. Because at this point, I was looking at De'Aaron Fox on that court, and I'll be real with you, dog. I don't even know what function he had for this team. If you're going to have him off ball, I don't even like him off ball. Dylan Harper, I don't know how many open shots he gave Fox, and it's just bricks. At some point, we got to say, Carter, get in the game. You'll bring me some better defense, and you're a better spot-up shooter. And that's all we really need that position for right now. And if Dylan Harper starts laying an egg, Steph Castle starts completely laying an egg, then sure, you can bring him in. But I did not understand force-feeding us Fox down the stretch like that. Mitch Johnson and Fox are the reasons that we lost this series. I think those are the primary reasons we lost this series.
And that leads me to posture this, is that, and I think we're of one mind on this, I don't really think either are casted correctly for their position.
You talking about Mitch and Fox? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Mitch is casted well as a head coach yet in the league. I know he just has his 2-win season as head coach. I know he made some impressive things during the regular season. He will develop from this moment. But I'm not fully positive about him as a head coach really long term. Mm-hmm. And primarily because of in-game adjustments. He's I would say a bottom tier halftime coach. That's been the case the entire duration of his coaching career. Mm-hmm. I think that's something that he can improve at, but he'll never be great at because it's something that you're usually just great at from the get-go. Mm-hmm. And I also think he has an over-reliance on letting guys just be themselves. Yeah. And he doesn't really know how to draw anybody back. Victor is a symptom of this, by the way. Like, mm-hmm. He's shined in moments, but he's also fallen short in moments because Mitch does not draw anybody back. He's bad with challenge. He's bad with challenge management. He's bad with timeout management. That's been the case the entire season. Again, he's only 39, so there's still a lot of time for him to develop into being a better coach. I'm not saying he can't be. What I am saying is I don't know if he is fully prepared to be a head coach of a winning basketball team that's trying to make deep postseason runs every single season.
Yeah, that's what's about to happen. And I think kind of what you said, where he leans on like, okay, you can kind of be who you want to be. In some ways, it worked out, right? Like, I think Steph Castle overall has really grew as a player. I think Dylan Harper grew as a player because of it. A lot of players grew from it. But Fox kind of is who he is, and I don't know. I think there's just a lack of creativity when it comes to Mitch Johnson as far as what he's going to do. But some players, man, you just can't, you just necessarily can't force it. I think De'Aaron Fox, right now, this is how I'm viewing him. I'm viewing him in the same light as I viewed DeMar DeRozan, LaMarcus Aldridge, just these players that are really talented. But when it comes down to it, is it winning basketball? Are they going to win you games if you have to lean on them to like a big capacity? And I just don't think they are. And De'Aaron Fox is one where I just think you're not going to really win with them. Now, if the Spurs add another power forward, add another shooter, I think, in De'Aaron Fox, if we have the courage to just have him come off the bench, yeah, you're fine. I think you're good. You can use De'Aaron Fox that capacity, but we got to stop treating him like the max player. And I know that he's getting paid a certain amount, but we got to stop acting like he is. He was worse than a role player down the stretch. You were offensively, I would have much rather had Julian Champagnie, Carter Bryant, just as far as what we needed, because they couldn't keep up with Dylan Harper. Against the Thunder, I think kind of what you said, De'Aaron Fox was very important because you needed that other ball handler. Most of these series, you didn't really need Fox in particular. His skill set wasn't something that you needed.
That's exactly. You don't need. This is my thing. You're paying again. Respect to what De'Aaron Fox. Can we buy De'Aaron Fox out? Are you joking? Respect to De'Aaron Fox and what he's accomplished in the league. He's accomplished quite a bit, and he's making now set next year. He's been making a lot of money in a position that we're already kind of stacked at. Listen, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I just don't really see the long-term fit. I don't see it either. And the worst part is, after a finals performance like this, and how he can just not listen to social media. He doesn't need social media to hear what's going to happen, or hear the narratives that are going to come around him or come around the team, which is that he's blocking Dylan Harper's development. He's getting in the way of what the Spurs can and will be. I'm not sure. Can I mention our YouTube channel on here? I'm not sure.
What's that?
Can I mention our YouTube channel? There's another YouTube channel that.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, Legend of Winning. You probably.
Oh yeah, I love Legend of Winning. Yeah.
Low brought up a point, and he's been on. He's beating that hammer tonight. I heard him even before I came on. He's beating the hammer tonight. He's been saying for the entirety of the season, he thinks Wembanyama is the best player in the world. That's one hammer. That's one drum he's been beating. The other drum he's been beating is the San Antonio Spurs do not need De'Aaron Fox. He's gonna let them down where they need him the most. He's been beating that drum from the very moment we traded for him, and he's taking victory laps right now because of the fact that he's been beating that drum, and he feels like he's vindicated because of the fact that he's like, they have Dylan Harper, they have Stefan Castle, they have this roster. They needed another player that was worth a max. They didn't need to pay a max to Dylan Harper to De'Aaron Fox. They needed to pay him that much, and they could have easily have gone and traded for another player, but they chose De'Aaron Fox because De'Aaron Fox chose them. Yeah, and they decided to pay him. Yeah, that's about it.
That's true.
And I was saying to myself, well, I don't think that's true because I think maybe it can work. We have to see what happens. It worked better in the regular season than I thought it would. But you see the long-term shortcomings of it.
Yeah. I was going to address this because I think Chicago sent me a super chat earlier. He said De'Aaron Fox loves to be in the paint with his little mid-range jumper when he likes to fold around in the paint. Sounds like a good combination to me. Why isn't the coach using that? At some point, man, I got to just ask, how much of it is Mitch and how much is it at Fox? Because I feel as if, at least watching these games, that Fox has a lot of free reign to kind of do what he wants and asks for he wants and does what he wants on the court. And oftentimes, De'Aaron Fox is just choosing whatever the defense is giving him. Like, if they give him an open three, he's jacking it up. If they give him a mid-range shot, he's going to take it. And yeah, he has a nice skill set, but just because he's capable of doing that or that's what he likes doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be winning basketball for us. And I think that with Dylan Harper in particular, I mean, Dylan Harper doesn't just, he breaks down, and this is another thing I've noticed, he truly does break down defenses. you don't want to leave him open. And if it's wide open, he's going to take it. Dylan Harper is. But also, he's going to get to his spots and he's going to break you down. And another thing I noticed with Dylan Harper, too, in this game in particular, which I think he's gotten better and better, his processing is so much faster than it was in the season. Like, there were times, and this was frustrated me about Fox and Castle, but I don't think Castle's a true point guard. But what really bothered me about those two is sometimes they're not seeing the mismatch almost immediately. Now, Castle off ball, he signals, hey, this is a mismatch, go there or whatever. But with Dylan Harper, I noticed every single time that he had the ball in his hands, he tried to take advantage of mismatches. I don't know if you noticed that, but it wasn't just him attacking. He would get the ball where it needs to be, where he sees the mismatch immediately. And it seems like Fox was more so in this game in particular. Some of his shot selection was like, no, coach, watch. I can shoot. Watch this, internet, watch this. And it wasn't like actually breaking down the defenses. It was just taking whatever the defense gives you. And I don't know, just poor play all around. I thought Dylan Harper was just a more mature player. I thought he was the more grounded player. I thought he was the smarter player. I don't know what else to say. I saw somebody in the chat say, like, I say I mean a lot. I didn't know I did that, but yeah, I guess I just did like 50 times. But yeah, I don't know.
I get why. You're trying not to be misinterpreted as far as why you're saying what you're saying,
But by the way, somebody said we're complaining about Fox, but Castle had 3 points. Well, technically he had 6 points, but I will say this. Steph Castle shot poorly today. Like, obviously, you got Foster out there. He lets a lot of things go. But overall, Steph Castle, as poorly as he shot, I mean, he made a winning play at the end. I'll say that his defense is great all the way throughout. But also, here's the most important thing, my guy. He's his second year in the league. I already said and stated that I'm not going to sit here and bash super young players like that. I'm just not. Steph Castle has been misused, just like other guards on our team has been misused at times. But Steph Castle is in his second year, and his defense is phenomenal. He needs to work on his three-point shot. He needs to work on his processing a little bit more, but he is fine. Like, I'm not worried about him. Just the same way, maybe I would be a little bit more upset with Vic, only because, I think he's the best in the world. But Steph Castle, he's in his third year. If Dylan Harper laid an egg today, I don't care. He's a rookie. It is what it is. It's not that big a deal. Carter Bryant, same thing. But De'Aaron Fox, stop comparing a 10-year vet to somebody who just got in the league. VJ said, "Go Spurs, go. It will come with time. Harper is the truth. Fox is a bum. I lost faith in Mitch this series. Thanks for your streams." We're not going to end it. You guys are commenting like it's over. Yeah, our season is over, but this channel ain't over. I'm going to be back on here probably tomorrow night. Like,
listen,
it's all good.
This is just the beginning, bro.
Thanks for the laughs, clan. Like, I'm just gone. Like, we'll be here.
This is the beginning. Like, okay. Well, here's my only serious qualm about the De'Aaron Fox thing and the Mitch Johnson thing. Man, we'll get to it. I don't know how you move off that contract, though. I think you're just going to have to eat it.
You probably got to eat it.
Because who trades for him? Who has any incentive to trade for De'Aaron Fox? Everybody who's talking about, I want to get... That's what the entire trad is talking about. I want to get rid of De'Aaron Fox. Can we buy out De'Aaron Fox? Let's get rid of De'Aaron Fox.
Why would you buy out $50 million? You're not going to buy out $51 million, $55 million.
It wouldn't be 51. You got to buy it out for $9 million. Buyouts are... Use your buyouts for the last year of a contract. So let's say it was 29, 2030, and it was the 63.3 that we own. You would be considering our front office management buying out 63.3 million of De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's what even then, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's
nobody
a lot.
buys out somebody. Ever heard of Bobby Bonilla?
What's
the
up?
baseball player? Ever heard of Bobby Bonilla?
I didn't. No.
The baseball
Maybe the chat
player.
has. Maybe the chat has. I don't know. I don't know baseball.
Let me tell you what Bobby Bonilla did. Bob Bonilla is a player who was on the Nets, and they bought him out, and they have a deferred contract for him. And Bobby Bonilla Day is on July 1st, so Bobby Bonilla Day is coming up here. And he was released from the Mets in 2000, and they owed him $5.9 million. And they, instead of paying him the $5.9 million, said that they would pay him over 25 years with an 8% annual interest rate.
What?
Yes. So he's set to be paid from 2011 to 2035 in yearly payments of over $1 million per year. That's Bobby Bonilla.
That's how much they didn't want him?
Bobby Bonilla. Excuse me.
Is that how much they didn't want him? I don't get it.
Yeah, because he wasn't good. He was kind of washed.
Oh my God.
Bobby Bonilla. But yeah, that's Bobby Bonilla Day.
Wow.
He's still getting paid. He will be paid up until 2035.
Wow.
Just to give you an idea of what franchises don't want to do as far as buying out a player. We're not buying out anybody.
No, they're not gonna buy. You don't buy out. We shouldn't buy out De'Aaron Fox. You can't.
You can't.
No.
You're gonna have to find a trade for him. And the thing is, after he just laid what he did in the finals, his value is what?
Shoot.
As a max player, what is his value?
Shoot. And teams do not want to just dish out that type of money with how smart you have to be with it nowadays.
Yeah, the newest game.
Yeah. You can't just dish out that type of money. I really thought this was a great contract. I really thought that this was like really smart and it will be able to work. Hold on, let me read some super chats. Max says, I agree with what you said about Mitch. He just lets Wemby and Fox do whatever. Pop used to get after Duncan just like he would a rookie. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like I saw Mitch Johnson just like yell at Carter Bryant, really get onto him. But you got to be aware of your team as well. Like Pop knew that Duncan could take it, right? But he treated, certain players a little differently. Like Derek White, he knew he probably couldn't take it. So you got to be smart with your players. We're not around them all the time, so I can't like question how he like interacts with Fox, but I can question how he used them and how often he used them, especially in this last game. It got to a point where I was no longer angry. I was just like laughing to myself watching this game, just like, wow, okay, we're just gonna lose then. Luxford says, thank you for the super chat. He says, do you really think El Jefe is gonna fire Mitch? He appointed him. I don't think Mitch is gone. Nor honestly, I really thought about it. I don't even really know who you would get in placement of Mitch Johnson. Like he needs to get better. I think he's capable. I will disagree with you on this one, Impeccable. Like I think he's capable of bringing a team to a championship. I mean, we got all the way to the final, sure. But I think he's going to need better play. I think he's going to truly need like better players in positions to do it. If the Spurs had, even in this game, the Spurs had like a true power forward, maybe they win. Maybe they win this series, I don't know. But De'Aaron Fox just can't be the main guy. I really do hope Mitch Johnson stops, takes a step back, and realize I got to be the bad guy.
Yeah. Well, you can't cater to his ego. You
can't cater to any. Yeah, you can't cater to any player's ego like that. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work, and that's what it felt like. Super.
That's good. That's a good note. We will see how he does without Sean Sweeney. I completely slipped my mind. Yeah,
Sean Sweeney's gone because that's the thing. Our identity leaned on our defense, right? We don't have an offensive identity.
You gonna play Sean Sweeney? It's a good question.
What's up? What was the question?
Somebody said, who's gonna replace Sean Sweeney? That's a quality question.
Oh, I don't know.
Quality question.
I don't think, knowing how reserved the Spurs are with things, I don't see a massive swing. But this is one of those situations where the team is so far ahead. I would be okay with them doing something a little drastic, not something crazy. Not let's get rid of the whole team and just try to go get Giannis or nothing. You don't have to do nothing that crazy, but just some tough decisions. I'll be okay with some tough decisions, and one of those should be, can we move Fox, and let's do that if we can. But I don't really see what scenario you do that. I would like Rui Hachimura. I think that would be a good addition. But maybe another big one would be that, which probably won't happen, right? But like we already mentioned earlier, if you grab LeBron, like that would be huge. I think that's an instant championship, honestly, if you get LeBron on your team. Just how smart he is. Not that we're gonna lean on him and he's gonna be Miami Heat Braun or nothing like that. We don't need any of that. But just how he's one of the smartest players, probably the smartest player to ever, walk this earth as far as NBA basketball IQ. And I just think having him on your squad is just gonna kill teams, man. I think it really destroyed him. I saw what he did with the Lakers round one, and he just picked. I know the Rockets suck, but he picked them apart, bro. He's like 41 years old. Like that's crazy. Lunatic says, "Who are the players you would think won't be on the team next year?" Well, somebody gotta go home. Let's see.
Yeah.
So we're gonna add, probably gonna add a power forward in the draft, right? Does that kick anybody out? I don't know who would not be with the team. Maybe Olynyk, maybe they might try to keep Biyombo around. I think Plumlee would be gone. Maybe they'll do something there. Maybe I don't think Barnes. You think Barnes would be around?
To do what?
Yeah.
To do what? What does Bismack Biyombo do?
Yeah.
I love Bismack. Yeah, I know what Bismack does. He's an assistant coach that is still in the jersey.
Yeah, I think Barnes is gone. Was this his last year?
Barnes isn't even that old. Somebody said HB40. Barnes isn't that old. He's just washed, and it's all right.
Yeah, I think Barnes would be gone.
Yeah.
I don't think they re-sign him.
Plumlee's gone. Olynyk's probably gone. Waters is gone.
Yeah.
I don't know what we do with Keldon at this point. I doubt we trade him.
I think Keldon stays. I don't think they get rid of Keldon.
It's like
he's just gonna be pushed to the side a little bit more.
But you see, that's my thing. He's coming off of being sixth man of the year. I don't think he has an ego about it because he's already had to. My thing with Keldon is he's already had to limit his ego so much to be a guy who comes off the bench. Because there's a whole article about it that he wrote.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good piece talking about how much it hurt him to even be moved to the bench.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're asking him not just to be moved to the bench, but become like not a sixth man, an eighth man, a ninth man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's gonna have an effect on him. Whereas him being sixth man is at least a confidence boost and helps him. It's not a joke when people say he's the heart and soul of the team. He's been that for years.
This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. So now the season's fully over. I think the reason why I'm not hurt as bad is because I think Game 4 took it all out of me. Honestly, like nothing could be worse than what happened. Game 2 hurt me. Game 4, there's nothing that can even be compared to that. What I want to do is, can you and the chat throw out some names to me that you want to see on this team? And in the course of the next few, because the draft is what, in a week?
Not in a week. I don't think it's a week. It's in a few days. Let me look it up, actually.
I got it.
All right.
June 23rd. Yeah, it's like literally like a week and a half.
10 days. 10 days.
Okay. So I want everybody, because I've been just so engrossed in the San Antonio Spurs and this playoff run, and it's over, but it's not over. We got so much further than we were supposed to, but I want to know, like, who are some players that you guys want to throw out there that I should be looking into, and we can do some, videos on. And oh my God, this is a lot. Hold on. I need to make like a notepad, like a Word document or something.
I mean, there's a bunch of names from the draft I could give you. I'm seeing some of them right now. I've also considered possibly trading up a little bit.
God dang it.
The guy, I think our buddy Swishy has mentioned him before. The ideal guy for us in this draft has always been Yaxel Lendeborg.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like him. I like him a lot.
It's always been the ideal guy. I never.
You got to trade up. You got to trade up though.
Well, supposedly he's not. Supposedly teams are kind of turned off from the fact he's 24, or he's gonna be 24 by the time he plays.
That's perfect for us.
But I still think you probably need to trade up a few picks, maybe like pick 16, 17. You need to cut off the Thunder, I think, because Thunder have 2 picks inside the top 20, and they'll probably look to take him. I'm seeing some guys saying Morris Johnson. Morris Johnson's also at the top of my list.
Oh, what do you think about this one? Somebody said O.J. Simpson.
Well, O.J. Simpson, listen, as long as he brings the right Bronco,
He's a killer, bro.
Yeah, as long as he brings the right Bronco, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
White Bronco with some black gloves, we'll be okay.
Yeah, that dude will murder you, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I love a killer on a team.
I love it. Hey, didn't Pop say I want some nasty? That's some nasty right there.
He's nasty. Nothing nice about him.
Yeah. So I'm seeing names. Yaxel Landabor.
Modest Buzelis. How you gonna get Modest Buzelis?
You can't afford Modest Buzelis. So let's just take that out. Let's just take that name out of the equation. Hannes Steinbach.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's start off. Let's start off fresh. I'm just gonna make a board here and then save it, and so I can look at these people later. All right. So we got Yaxel. Obviously, Yaxel. That's kind of an easy one.
Yep.
Somebody. Who is that? Haynes Steinbach.
Hannes Steinbach.
Highness. What you think of
Hannes Steinbach. I wouldn't say he's at the top of the list for us just because of his archetype, but he's a good player.
Okay.
I like Hannes. Not for us, but I like Hannes.
I've seen a lot of Morez Johnson.
Yeah, Morez Johnson's at the top of my personal list. At quite frankly, at 20, he'll be at the top of my list.
Okay. And then we got Joshua Jefferson. Is that somebody we should?
Sure. Joshua Jefferson. You like Boris Diaw?
Of course I love Boris Diaw.
Then there's 2 names that are kind of like Boris in this draft. I'm not saying they're exactly 1-to-1, but like Joshua Jefferson and Alan Graves.
Oh, wait. Wait. I like Alan Graves a lot. I do know him. Yeah, he's like one of my favorites so far. Alan Graves he's a smart player, good defender. I like him.
If you like some Boris stuff, undersized forward that can't really play the 5 or the 3, but like thick enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Zabi Ejiofor? Wait, did he say it wrong? He might have said it wrong.
Zabi Ejiofor.
Who is that? It's not showing up.
Ejiofor. I know there's a Buka. Did Buka commit to the draft?
It's not showing up. Luigi?
Did Buka Corey commit to this draft? I forget if he went back to school or not.
Luigi. I already see 7'3" center. I don't want him. Is that bad?
Sergio? Is that Sergio?
Is Luigi Sugo?
He committed to Villanova. Luigi Sergio just committed to Villanova, I think. So he's out of the draft.
Okay.
He'll go here. Jaden Quaintance, JQ, kind of like Robert Williams, a little bit bigger. I would definitely throw him out there. Baba Miller's a guy that you could look into.
Okay. The other person was who?
Got super chat. I like all those names.
Oh, thanks for the super chat, Brendan. He says Yaxel Morez. We got him. Alan Graves. I love Alan Graves, but I gotta look at more people. Cameron Carr.
Yeah.
That's one.
Yep. And Bennett Sturts.
I might just focus on the people that like I look at and I'm like, wow, I actually really like this person, not like doing a video just for the sake of it. 6'4" point guard, Bennett
Sturts.
Sturts.
Don't let the position fool you. He's more of a 1-2-3 because he's a shooter, good off ball movement guy, and a little bit.
We need like a OG type player too.
I mean, that should be Carter Bryant, no?
Oh well, yeah, it will be Carter. He'll be better.
I'm just saying. He's 19. He'll develop.
Is he was?
He's time.
Khalil Ware. I never liked. How do you say it? I never liked him.
You'll never like. Listen, anybody who's saying Khalil Ware, you'll never like Khalil Ware if he comes to your team.
Yeah, I don't.
Be honest.
I never liked him.
The thing with Khalil Ware is not a talent issue; it's a motor issue, and motor issues are far worse when you watch it than a talent issue. Trust me. Trust me when I say that to you.
Yeah.
That's been his issue since college. It's a legitimate thing.
Is that Robert Williams? I would like what's his name? Oh, somebody says Sturts is a winner. He sent a super chat to say Sturts is a winner.
He is. I don't have certs. Elliot Cadeau just recommitted to going back to school. He's not in this draft.
Thanks, Mr. Venzentai. He says, what is Fox good for when the lights are too bright? Spurs draft a power forward, get a backup point guard or center, buy out Fox, or sit him. You're not going to buy him out. Or sit him. You're not going to just sit him if he's on the team.
You're not going to sit him.
And send him to one of the expansion teams in Vegas or Supersonics.
That I think is the most viable thing you can do.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, I don't think you can buy him out. I don't think anybody's going to trade real assets for 2027 De'Aaron Fox, unless you're trying to max contracts and you're willing to give up like 6, 7, 8 picks, which we have, but 6, 7, 8 picks and like a young guy on our team to like make some type of move for like another player. It'd be nice
if he can come off the bench, but I feel like his ego.
For what? For how much money he's making? He's not gonna let that. He'll just request a trade.
Oh, then yeah, maybe we should have him come off the bench. Ooh, yeah. Elliot Cadeau. Wait, is Elliot Cadeau?
He just recommitted. He's not in the draft.
Dang, I love Elliot Cadeau. That's a winner.
He's a winner. I mean, it would be the same issue that Trey Jones has. He's a little bit small. He's small. I don't think his shooting is like that. I would have said Tyler Tanner's another guy. I would have said who's small, but a winner. He just recommitted though.
Somebody told me to look into Ade Mara.
Ade Mara's not good. Ade Mara, if you want Ade Mara, he's gonna be a top 10 pick. He's not gonna be available.
I'm not. Oh, okay.
He's not gonna be available.
Yep.
Yeah, right now. He's not gonna slip either. I think he's gonna go top 6. Low-key, I'm suspecting that the Clippers are gonna take him. But
they want to. Chat want to know. Want me to ask you, what do you think of Karam Lopez?
Karam Lopez is a good player. Mexican, the first Mexican lottery pick, or lottery potential guy that we've seen in a while. He's a good player. He wouldn't be a bad guy for you to watch. I think Kareem Lopez could add to the list.
Okay.
Karim, Kareem Lopez.
Oh, okay.
Let's see who else. If there's anybody else I forgot. Alex Caravan from UConn. I would stay away personally, but you know.
Not sure here.
I would probably stay away from Alex, but it's all right. Can shoot though.
Let's see.
Can't shoot. Call right. Pete. You want Eldon Johnson in bold font?
What do you? What?
Is that what you want?
Jamie, how do you say this? Jamie Hawkes? I never say
Jamie Hawkes from the Heat.
Hawkes, yeah. He's been struggling, right?
He's all right. He quite frankly, there's a legitimate argument for him to win 6th Man of the Year, but like, yeah.
Chris Sinek?
We just worked out Chris Sinek during the finals, so you can look him up too. Yeah, I forget what he posted on, but I know he posted on something that he had worked out for us. He was in
all right, that's like, let's see, that's like 11 players I got on here right now.
Yeah.
Do you want
to look at any of the high lottery guys? You think we need to do that kind of deal?
We're not gonna get a high lottery guy.
The only high lottery guy I think you have an outside shot, or we have an outside shot at, is Caleb Wilson, but I doubt that happens, frankly. I don't think the Bulls could be baited into that.
Caleb Wilson. Oh, from North Carolina.
Yeah, Caleb's the truth. I doubt we could bait them into anything like that. You can look at him though.
Isaiah Evans,
yeah. Dalen Swain for sure.
Should I add Isaiah Evans?
Sure.
Okay. Look at Joshua Jefferson and Zuby. I think why can't I find this Zuby person? Oh, now I can find him. There he is. 6'9" center, huh? God, there's a lot of people look at it.
Let me see if there's anybody else. The person that we're doing this right now. Listen, we were going to do this regardless of if you want to find us or not, because draft is right around the corner, and of course, you're always thinking about improvements. But you know,
yeah, it sucks. I mean, yeah. But It is what it is. You move on.
Can't change the past, man.
They,
Honestly,
they
I mean, I hate to
explain.
say it, our season kind of ended after Game 4. That's why we were so upset. So.
Yeah. Game 4 was just. I mean, it was a gut punch.
I knew it because I was like, we make too many mistakes for me to believe that we're gonna win 3 straight. And I was like, we need the cushion so that if we win this game, we go 2-2, and then we have another botch game like we had tonight, we can afford it.
Yeah.
If you don't have that,
Lifetime of being laughed at. Nah, you win a championship. That'll stop.
Fox might be.
Fox, yes. Fox will be. Fox will be.
Yeah, and Mitch is gonna get that for at least the next few years. But besides that,
yeah. You said Clan. Look at the post games. Okay, we can look at one. Let me save this. Wait. You must provide a name in order to save. Oh, here we go. All right, save it. Your draft has been saved. Cool. All right. Who talked? Okay, Mitch talked. Who else talked?
the Wemby one is a doozy. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, it's bad. It hurts.
It's a doozy. It's a doozy. It's a doozy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Well, guys. So overall, this is gonna be a separate segment. So if you guys are seeing this, you can go and watch the live stream if you want to see my reaction. But it was basically an hour of me and my friend here, Impeccable. Say hi, Impeccable.
Hello.
Yeah, me and my friend Impeccable here, basically just ranting about Fox for an hour. Okay, so if you want to rant about Fox for an hour, go back to the past live stream, which we're in the live stream right now. It's kind of weird doing this. But yeah, go check that out. But yeah, we spent a lot of time talking about the game, just how we feel, and honestly, it was pretty negative towards Fox in general and Mitch Johnson, but a big part of it was Fox, not only his mannerisms but how he handled these games, and it's just really dumb mistakes from somebody that you expect to be able to bring in the young guys and say, hey, let's calm things down. Yeah, we're just kind of jacking up shots, not really valuing possessions, and just kind of has a it is what it is type attitude, which it doesn't mean we can't win with Fox on the team, but it does mean that I don't think you're going to win with him being your second guy. I just don't think that that's going to be possible unless you just have so much talent that overtakes that and you add another power forward, which we will, but you add some more depth and maybe you can make up for it and it'd be fine. But I'm still not crazy about it. I think the coach really needs to hone in and say, all right, next season, Harper, you're the guy. Let's not even play around with this. So with that being said, apparently you said that Victor Wembanyama is a doozy. You said that things that he had to say is a doozy. So I want to listen to what Vic has to say. Obviously, he's our leader, and I think he cares about winning. I think Dylan Harper cares about winning. I think Castle cares about winning. I think my camera's messing up, but I think someone doesn't care about winning, and we know who that someone is. Now, before we do that, if you guys are interested in Prize Picks, shout out to them for sponsoring this segment. Go check it out. You can do the World Cup. Which do not ask me what you could go more or less on when it comes to players. I do not know anything about football. But if you guys are interested, go check it out. Link in the description. You'll receive $50 instantly on your first $5. Just use promo code HMA and the link in the description, and you're good to go. It's available in multitude of different states, including Texas. All right, well, let's listen. 7 minutes. Okay. Well, let's see here. We got a closed caption in case you guys don't really understand Wemby because of his accent. I'm joking. I understand him perfectly.
Victor, I know it's the end of a tough series. I'm just wondering if you can put into words what it was like to watch that team celebrate a championship on your home floor, and does that give you and the team maybe motivation, fuel going into whatever's next?
Oh, dude, this is not good. Did you see that facial expression? Oh,
listen to what he has to say.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
listen
Okay.
to what he has to say. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
It's a doozy.
Okay.
I think that's compared to anything before. This is the biggest lesson of my life, the biggest learning moment. I can't tell exactly what the lesson is, but we're learning from that for sure. I'm learning more than any other time in my life before.
First row, left side.
Victor, you've had quite the journey just over your first 3 years in the league. You know, you went from the lean times to this stage and experiencing this. How do you think all of this is going to sort of shape your mentality moving forward?
It's going to be all of it.
Bro wanted a ring to match Chet. Do not compare. It is not even compared. Chet is a role player, okay? Wemby would have got one with the Thunder. Like, are you joking? If Wemby was the Thunder, he'll be.
It's not about that, brother. It's about success.
Yeah, it's just about success. That's all. And Wemby now at this point of his career, he's always second place. He's always second place, whether it be the tournament, the in-season tournament, whether it be the playoffs, whether it be the Olympics. Whether it was another one too, he was second, wasn't he? What was it?
There's under 16. There's the Olympics. There's the in-season tournament. There's MVP where he came in third place. Yeah, it's been became a second seed in the regular season. That's his gimmick at this point. He's quite frankly, he's following the Wilt Chamberlain path.
Yeah.
Where like you're a great individual player, you just can't help but being second place in like big things.
Yeah.
Don't change.
Yeah. He's not gonna go the Wilt Chamberlain route. I mean, he's only his third
Not
year,
fully,
but yeah.
not fully. Hey, listen, Wilt became the man at some point. It just took a long time to get there. When we get there sooner.
Yeah, he'll be there pretty quick.
Second row, right side.
Who we are, it's what we're made of, plus our experiences. And this has been a hell of a year in terms of experience. I don't think we could have learned more and gained more experience in one playoff run and in one season, and personally in 18 months. It's been hard and full of lessons.
Victor, I know, again, it's too early to process maybe, but when you are going through this summer, do you think there's anything from these last few games, few months, the whole season that's going to stick with you that you're going to think about the most as you prepare for next year?
Yeah, I'm thinking about that right now.
Absolutely. What I'm pissed about is that there's probably 100 games before we can be back in finals. So I don't know how to say it in English, but I'm gonna have to, hold
Lock
that
in.
inside of me and slow down, wait, and execute for 100 games.
That is, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is second language, right? And like, he genuinely cares, and that's all you ask for is like, because this type of attitude, and based on what he's shown on the court too, it can't just be talk, but this type of attitude is something where I truly do believe we'll be back, and I truly do believe we're gonna grow and be better and everything like that. Because when you say stuff, like, hey, I'm really pissed off that we got to wait another 100 games. This is exactly what fans are feeling. Like, we feel sick that we have to wait so long before this happens again, right? And we saw this season how much they fought in these really tough series and tough moments, and it hurts. And you can tell from Wemby it genuinely hurts. This isn't performative. He actually does care. And that's what you want from, your star player. I like this.
Yeah.
Déjà, félicitations pour ta saison et votre saison. Vous n'étiez pas prêts, précisément.
On n'était pas prêts, c'est évident. On était à un bon niveau, j'ai erreur.
Third row, middle, Jared.
Jared Weiss, The Athletic. Every team you face so far, you guys always found a way to get over the top eventually. What did you learn about how hard it is to win the finals against this Knicks?
I think a big lesson that the Spurs can take is they got ahead of themselves going into this series, in which every single series before they got away with some stuff, whether it be Wemby's concussion and then he can't play the next game and you got away with that, or it's the elbow and then Wemby gets ejected from that game, but you were able to survive from that, whether it be the terrible performance in Game 3 against the Thunder, but you were able to come back from that. And in this one, they just got a little ahead of themselves, and they thought that these mistakes you can make up for it, and they almost did. But Game 4 was just that bad. You can't make up for that.
Team where they kept coming up with answers. Brunson just could always score no matter what in the end.
Oh, what's up? You about to say something?
I'll say this. I know you. Listen, I know you made a video about it, and I know how you felt about it when I brought it up to you. Man, KG wasn't wrong.
No,
let's give
you were right.
to KG. Let's give five. And I knew. And here's the thing, because KG came out a few days later, and he's like, "Listen, coming from a dude that cries about everything, gets ultra emotional about things, I know what I see when I see it." And I was like, you know what, KG's 100% right, because he used to cry all the time and be ultra emotional about the fact he couldn't get the not to his I guess discredit, because as far as I'm concerned, I think KG's the second greatest power forward of all time. I don't know if that's a hot take. To some that might be, but I think KG at his best was a phenomenal player that the Timberwolves never put a roster around him that was ever supposed to accomplish anything. And that's not to his discredit, because he did the most he could as far as being the best defensive player in the league, or combating for it with Tim Duncan or Ben Wallace for a vast majority of that time, whilst also being a revolutionary power forward as far as being on offense. That's kind of being like this point forward, just type thing.
And by the way, somebody said KG he got to the finals twice, right?
Yeah,
it was 2 times.
Yeah,
he won one.
Yeah, on the Celtics, but he was of that level on the Wolves. It's just the roster was never that good. His best players were like young Stephon Marbury, or like older Sam Cassell and older Latrell Sprewell. Like, that's all he had.
Yeah.
Karl Malone excluded from this. I don't consider Karl Malone for like number 2, primarily because he played with John Stockton and he had a good support around him for a vast majority of the time. He's an elite power forward. He is one of the top 5 best power forwards of all time. He's not very KG. But to say that, in saying that, KG got emotional, cried a lot of time about not being able to get the Wolves over that hump, about not getting them to the finals, about not being able to win as the franchise number 1, about being this supposed top 5 player in the league, yet not being able to do what Kobe did, or Shaq did, or Tim Duncan did, or these other great all-time players did. He just couldn't do it, and he blamed himself, which is why eventually he had to cave and ask to be traded and allow for himself to be traded to the Celtics at some point. Or move on, not trade, but to move on to the Celtics at some point, right? Yeah. That's something he had to accept because of his failures.
Yeah.
Not of his own failures, but just failures of the organization and him not being good enough, as he felt, to get them to that point. Now, in saying that, he's giving Wemby advice as to say, don't get swept up in being the Thunder. Because he was so emotionally invested in beating the Thunder. And you know how his reaction was. We saw it.
Yeah.
I loved it. At the same time, I was like, uh-oh.
Well, it's kind of crazy because, like, it was, like, rightfully so, though. It was, like, it's a huge milestone. I mean, that was huge. That was a huge series. And they were considered the best in the league. You got the MVP, in which you think you deserved it. You got, obviously the Chet beef from when you were a kid. Like, it's a big deal. And going to the finals, it's like, wow, I'm going to the finals. But yeah, you still had work to do. And the Spurs were like, do we? And they didn't realize they had work to do until Game 3. And it's like, yeah, you can't just drop 2 at home like that. willy-nilly in a playoff series. And to the Knicks' credit, they kind of kept a level head throughout the entire thing, and that's what helped them come back in those games too. But yeah, here I'm gonna keep going with this. But yeah, I just, you were right. KG was right. You know.
It's something from Wemby to learn from. It's not for his deconstruction, it's for his construction. It may have come off like an old head hater comment. I know that's not what it was. It wasn't that.
Yeah.
I learned one of many things I learned is the margin of error is very, very thin. Our domination stints are absolute. We absolutely dominated for most of the series. But our errors, our mistakes, are punished so hard that we can't have ups and downs like this so much, you know. The ups are okay, the downs, it's the reason we lost.
Yeah, way too many mistakes. And Caps, calm down. He said, "Are you not listening to me? Calm down." And also, yeah, Harper is great. I mean, we all said Harper was great. Yeah, he is great. He's awesome.
Left side, Tim.
Tim Reynolds with the AP. Victor, you study the game. You understand the history of it. It took Michael 7 years. It took LeBron 9. It took Jerry West 12 years to be a champion. Not even the greatest ever. It's not immediate. How difficult is that to accept when you pour so much of yourself into this, that there is a process to get to where you want to go?
It's painful, you know. It's painful. But I'm not running away from that. But I'm using that to fuel me.
This is what you need to do in moments like this, and this is just kind of a life lesson as well. Like when you're going through something, or you're struggling, or you make mistakes, and you're not where you want to be, you can't run from that. You got to accept it. You got to acknowledge your errors, and you got to feel what you have to feel in that moment, and just make a plan for, okay, this is how, we're going to do it going forward. This is a big reason why I haven't been really high, especially in this series, high on Fox when it came to some of these mistakes. I hate to harp on it, but he doesn't acknowledge the issue. It's oftentimes just kind of, you just swipe it under the rug. Like, I was just trying to outrun OG. No, you gotta accept that you screwed up, accept that you're screwing up. You don't have to sit here and for the world perform and see, look, everybody, I'm a clown. You don't have to do all of that. But just the immediate reaction from Wemby to just say, hey, I made a mistake. Even when he screwed up in game 2, he said that I made mistakes. After game 1, I was trash. I was garbage. I was bad today. And then, this is what we're going to do moving forward. Now, to his credit, I think he was better going forward. But my whole point is, I really like this. I like that Wemby is feeling it. He's allowing himself to feel it. And it's just true emotional intelligence. And that stuff is important, as just, I think, a lesson in general, but as a fan of this team. And if we think, are we the future? Are we going to win a championship in the future? Yes, I truly do believe that, because this guy, your star player, is willing to sit back and acknowledge when things aren't where they should be. And that's the first step. So that stuff's very important. Don't run away from the truth. The truth is always your friend.
I'm sure all these guys you named, they're not satisfied with being
something to embrace, not deny.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
Yeah. Something to embrace, not deny.
Or not making the playoffs. And I'm not satisfied with not winning. But as I said, this is the biggest lesson of my life. And as a team, there's no better experience than what we just lived.
En français, après cette finale, sur quoi est-ce que tu souhaites progresser le plus cet été sur le parc?
Qui est marquant. Il y a trop de moments où j'ai pas le contrôle.
Third row, right side.
Vic, you mentioned the margin for error in this series. After the fantastic regular season and the playoff run, and then especially the conference finals and winning that the way you did it surprise you that margin of error caught up to you, and that you guys weren't able to capitalize the way you had?
Yeah, for sure. And it surprised me that.
Did you say something?
Yeah, we'll get to it. You need to listen to Devin Vassell's post-game interview.
Okay.
Every game has.
We'll get to that. That might be the one to listen to more than anybody else.
Is it is there a clip I should be looking at in particular, or?
Yeah. He thanked San Antonio fans, but I'll just message you the clip. I'll send it to you on Discord.
Oh, okay.
Same scenario. Every 5 games this series has the same scenario.
Okay.
Say that much.
And
it's a lot.
How relentless we were in our mistakes and they were in punishing them.
Gerardo Lopez, Cultura Sport.
Okay. Yeah, that's basically it.
Wait. Listen to his last comment. Did you hear what he said?
Oh, the very end.
The very end. He says.
It's 5 seconds left. It's 5 seconds left.
Yeah.
That's.
Thank you, Victor.
He said, "See you guys never."
He said that?
Yeah.
Where? Hold on.
We had the same scenario.
Wait, did they finish?
Yeah, hold on.
And how relentless we were in our mistakes and they were in punishing them.
Gerardo Lopez, Cultura Sports.
No. Thank you, Victor.
All right. Appreciate y'all.
Oh, and then after that, he says, "See you never."
Yeah.
Why?
Y'all see you guys never.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know what he means by that. I don't know why he said it. I don't know why he said it like that.
Like almost.
I'm assuming.
Maybe he meant it like. I don't know. We won't be in this position again, so I won't. I don't know. I don't know what he means by that.
I don't know what he means by it. It seemed like it was kind of backhanded.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But
I mean, Vic
just
can
joking,
be.
probably.
Yeah.
Why would Wemby be joking? Wemby's not joking in this situation. I'll be honest with you.
Vic is kind of a jerk sometimes. Like I
no,
fully embrace that.
It would be a jerk comment. It would not be him just
he's
like
gonna be a really,
saying a joke for everybody to laugh to. That's all.
All right, you sent it to me. Let's see what it is.
You guys have never let on that you saw them as anything more than rookies, from like you have to, but.
Tremendously proud of both of them, starting with Carter and him not getting minutes in the beginning of the season, to going to the G League, to coming out here and changing games and making an impact and just trusting the process. He's going to be a special player. I know how hard he works, so he's going to be a really, really, really good defensive player. Offensive player is going to be a really good two-way player.
Yeah, I think that's all it means. They're right. The season's over. That's why he said it.
Yeah,
like, what else would he? It's just weird. It's probably like a language thing.
It might be.
Yeah.
Dylan, I think we all knew he was talented. I don't know anybody if anybody knew he was this talented, probably besides himself. He was upset with playing time and different roles that he was in, but
Wait. Hold on. Wait.
What happened?
He talking about Dylan Harper. Is this the part you talking about?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I like some drama.
Well, you got it.
Besides himself, he was upset with playing time and different roles that he was in, but when we needed him most, he stepped up, and we have a star in the making, and I know that he's going to put so much work into the offseason. It's not just offensively, but defensively. He's made a lot of plays. He's grown so much, and what is he, 20, 21 years old? I mean, the sky's the limit for him. So I'm just really proud of our rookies. They stepped up, and to be called, their number to be called in the NBA Finals shows the growth and the trust that the coaches have into them.
That, I don't know. Why would you want some drama with your own team? Ridiculous. Melissa, you are always so... Why are you so dramatic with this? The reason why I think this type of drama is good is because I think the Spurs need to look themselves in the mirror and make a decision. That's why. After a game like this, I don't want everybody to, after the game, to say, oh, everything's fine, let's run it back the exact same way. You can't. You shouldn't. There should be a little bit of drama, a little bit of controversy. There should be a little bit of a discussion here. It's the same thing throughout the season where when the Spurs were getting punked, right? You need a little drama. We heard that the team in the locker room was cursing each other out, calling each other soft, you know? That stuff's important, and they learned from it, and that's how they were able to get through the Timberwolves series. That's how they were able to get through the Thunder series. So you need a little bit of drama. There's nothing wrong with that. So yes, I like hearing the fact that Dylan Harper is not happy with his role. They should take that, they should embrace that, and they should recognize that he is a star talent and he should be playing a different role. We've been doing things the same way for way too long throughout the season, and at the end, in the finals, it screwed us over. Trying to force feed De'Aaron Fox down that stretch screwed us over. The Spurs didn't sit back and actually say, hey, maybe we need to change some things up. They saw him as, this is what we're bringing you in for. You're the vet. We're gonna defer to you. We're gonna defer to you. We're gonna defer to you. And it didn't work. So yes, you need some controversy. So I love hearing that Dylan Harper is not happy with his position on the team. And he still came out there. He was still a professional. But yes, that is a good thing. Drama is good. Now, not all drama is good. Not Josh Primo, exposed himself. That's not good. But this type of drama is good.
Yeah, well, bannable drama is not good.
Yeah, Kawhi drama is not good. Kawhi drama is not good.
Well, Kawhi drama is good for content. It's not particularly good for
for my
anything
team.
else.
Yeah. So
your mental health.
Yeah. How do you feel? You think it's a good thing, right? I think it's good that he's not happy.
I don't think it's a good thing.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
Because did you see the video that he reposted supposedly by accident about De'Aaron Fox?
Dang, you think that wasn't an accident? I'm starting to think maybe it wasn't an accident.
It wasn't an accident at all. I don't think his play down the stretch, and I don't think it was an accident. I think very much. People were like, "Oh yeah, he showed it to him in the locker room," and they were probably laughing about it. I was like, "I don't think so." And now I really don't think so.
Huh.
I think he flat out thinks that De'Aaron Fox should not be playing over him, and he's kind of sorry. I'm not trying to put words in his mouth, and that obviously De'Aaron Fox is a statesman of the team, so I'm not trying to clown De'Aaron fully, but yeah, I do think.
Why is it bad though? Why is it bad that he's not okay with it?
De'Aaron Fox is making 33%, or going forward, I think around 33% of your salary cap. And De'Aaron Fox is placed ahead of him in the rotation chart in the same position as him.
Yeah.
That's not particularly a good thing because Dylan was better in the playoffs than him. And Dylan probably earned, and then you have a bunch of talking heads in sports talking about Dylan Harper is the best guard since so-and-so. And he should be playing so-and-so minutes. And De'Aaron Fox should be coming off the bench for so-and-so. And De'Aaron Fox should even be in the game right now for so-and-so, which is Dylan Harper.
But it's the truth.
It's the truth, but that's not particularly good from a team-building sense because Fox is now supposed to come back next season as your starting point guard with all of that talk around him. And unless you're planning on keeping him the whole time and just reassuring him. You remember when the stuff at LaMarcus Aldridge came out? You remember this.
Yeah.
And him talking about, I came here to be a first option, and I was supposed to get the predominantly the vast majority of the touches, and Kawhi was supposed to be my second option, and that's why he left the Trailblazers in the first place. You remember that?
Yeah.
Because Dame was emerging, and he was like, "Well, I don't want to be second fiddle to Dame. I feel like I can be the first option on a championship team."
Yeah.
Then Kawhi emerges, and he's complaining about not getting enough touches, and Pop has to come out and make a public statement. Yeah, we're gonna try to get him those touches.
But that's I feel like that's bad drama. I feel like that was bad drama because
what I'm saying is that this is not, even though this isn't that yet, it's not that far from it.
Well, the reason why I say that was bad drama is because Aldridge is wrong. Like Kawhi was just better. But if it was the other way around, and we were doing that where we were playing through Aldridge and we should have been playing through Kawhi, then I think that would be good drama because that's the truth. Like I don't want to run from the truth here. Like no, I get what you're saying though, because like he's on the roster, like he's here
behind Fox.
Yeah, he's kind of stuck. Yeah,
he's stuck behind him, and you're not gonna bench Castle all of a sudden as Castle's continuing to develop. and then eventually you're gonna get a small forward who's starting worthy, whether that's Julian Champagny or whoever, or Devin Vassell or whoever. So really, there's so many starting spots to really put.
The Spurs would just be. I think the Spurs would just be in the wrong. I think it's. I don't know. I guess I'm still on the fence. They'll just be wrong. Yeah, I get it.
You see what I'm saying? You go toxic because why is Dylan Harper playing behind? The question that people are going to come away from this final saying, and it's a valid question. Why is Dylan Harper playing behind De'Aaron Fox besides rank?
And we know Harper's family gonna be talking about that. We already know.
Well, Ron gonna say something. It's a legitimate question. Why is Dylan Harper playing behind De'Aaron Fox besides rank? That's a legitimate question. It's a legitimate question. Why is he, besides rank and how much he's being paid, why is he playing behind him?
You know, that's a good question.
And he's going to ask himself that question after this playoffs. Why am I playing behind him?
As he should. I guess you're kind of worried, like, is he going to try to leave after all this is said and done?
Not leave, but it's going to make Fox uncomfortable about his position on the team, and that can lead to the deterioration of the meshing of the team. We're all supposed to be on the same page.
We're not.
If we're not on the same page, it's going to be an issue.
But okay, I see it at two coins here. I see two sides of the coin here, or I see two different scenarios here. That's what I'm trying to say. So I see one scenario in which Harper is okay with everything and he's fine with it, and we keep going this direction and we keep losing in the playoffs, because if you're going to play through Fox, that's probably what's going to happen. Or I see another situation where it mixes some things up. Harper continues to outperform what was expected of him, and if our coach has to make a decision, our front office has to make a decision. Now you have to sit back and say, is the team dynamic is a little weird right now. Do we try to move on from Fox? Do we have a conversation with Mitch? Say, hey, Mitch, I think that, and with Fox, like, hey, I think maybe you can take on this role for us. Are you okay with that? You're not? You want to trade? All right. Like, I think regardless, some type of friction here should happen, because that's how good Dylan Harper is. And if the Spurs make the right decision, the truthful decision, it would be sit down with Mitch, sit down with Fox and say, hey, things have changed. Are you comfortable with this? And if he's not, then you try to look to move him. I don't think the team dynamic has to be absolutely perfect and everybody likes each other and everything's great for us to keep moving forward. You know what I mean? But I think the truth is Fox isn't good. He's just not as useful as.
Listen, you said it. He isn't good. The thing is, and here's my issue. You have that conversation with Fox, and you have that conversation with Mitch.
Yeah.
Here's my qualms with that issue. He's making over 30% of your salary cap going forward. Are you paying that for a 6-man?
You might have to.
I'm just saying, is that something that you feel comfortable with doing while Vic is still on a rookie contract?
They won't, but I mean, what's the alternative?
Vic, I get it. I'm just saying, Vic is never going to be as valuable. I'm not saying you trade Vic. Obviously, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying Vic's value is never going to be better than it is now, because he's not being paid a max, and he's not eating into the cap at all. He's still on his rookie contract. So the time to surround him with a bunch of high-paid talent is right now, because he's on his rookie contract, which is what you try to do in the NFL.
Look. I've seen they've asked Fox this season to defer. He seemed to be okay with it. Multiple other players have been taken out of the starting lineup, put in the starting lineup, asked to do different things. We have players playing 4 minutes. We got players playing 6 minutes. They're all asked, hey, can you take on this role? If Fox has an issue with it, then and I'm okay with some drama, man. I'm okay with some drama, and we're having to figure out and struggle and say, all right, we got to move him somehow if you're going to have this big of a problem with it. But I think we need to address the truth of the matter, and the truth of the matter is he can't play in the position that he's in right now, or at least this type of role that we have for him right now. And Harper, he has every right, and it's true. I'm always on the side of truth. If he's upset, I think that's a good thing. I think he should be upset. If he was a Steven Jackson, and he's like how Steven Jackson was, that's not good drama. Steven Jackson, you're not better than Manu. You should be able to understand that you shouldn't be playing over Manu Ginobili, okay? Like, I understand that. But if you have a player that's really great and he should be playing over another player, you should be asking that question. I mean, that's like basic, elementary coaching.
If I was Dylan, and I don't think Dylan's going to do this, and I probably wouldn't do this if I was him either, but it's a legitimate thing he could say, which is, if I had plays ran for me, and if I got a few more minutes down the stretch, we might be looking at possibly going to Game 7.
Yeah, exactly. And
that's something he could very much so say to the front office.
And also,
what are they going to say?
And also,
what are they going to say against that?
But also, some drama isn't bad. I mean, Tim Duncan really woke us up, right? Like the Tim Duncan situation really woke us up. I mean, it's okay. It's okay to have a little drama, and I think it's good that he's questioning his position here. Like, why am I taking this role? Why am I combined? And honestly, on the court, you would not have been able to tell it. But I'll tell you this: off the court press conferences, he felt like our leader. Him and Wemby, they felt like the leaders. Devin Vassell too, but just his demeanor right after losing Game 4, he didn't have his head down. He wasn't crying. He came out and he said, "Hey, we got to get it done." Right? Like,
I'm gonna point to something that was understated prior to. You know who the only person? And listen, I'm not throwing Wemby under the bus at all. You know who the only person who wasn't super into the entire beating OKC thing?
Who?
Dylan. Because the rookie.
Oh, he was. After he said, "Hey, we still got a job to do," and
still got a job to do.
Yeah.
And he was the only one to really play like we still had a job to do.
Yeah. No. So, got some drama. I think it's good. I think it's good drama. Yeah. I mean, I see what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Like, overall, it's like, oh, this is gonna be bad for the team dynamic. But maybe it should be bad. Maybe we should shake it up. That's how I feel.
Well, I see it like this, and I see where you're coming from. It's growing pains.
Growing pains, right?
Necessary growing pains.
Necessary.
We got a lot farther than anybody expected us to. People had us winning 44 games this season.
And
playing for the play.
And you know the truth?
Mm-hmm.
He sacrificed. He truly sacrificed. I think Dylan Harper truly sacrificed because he's Rookie of the Year. He could have been Rookie of the Year. He sacrificed for the team in many ways. Oftentimes was the best player offensively for us. He deserves to be upset. It's okay for him to be upset, and I think his agent and himself should talk to the front office and ask some questions. And they need to look at themselves in the mirror, and if they want to be, which they won't be, I don't think, but if they want to be a dictatorship, then they'll just say, "Hey, you get in line no matter what," and you end up losing them, okay? And it'll suck as a fan, and we'll just
Well,
but
the thing is like,
but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Here's the thing with that though. When a player is a rookie, you pretty much control their future.
Yeah.
Like, we have him for the next 4 years. He has a qualifying option on the 4th year, which he'll pick up, of course. Then after his 4 years, we have a rookie max extension, which we will end up giving him. And so once you give him the rookie max extension, he's there for pretty much set up for 8 years, unless he requests out. We're for the last 2 years. So that's 6 years that you have him.
Yeah.
Without having to really cave into his demands. 6 years. This is year 1.
Yeah, we're
not at risk of losing it, is my point.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm concerned about. It's more so concerned about just what do you do at Fox, bro? Like, I just don't. I have zero. The franchise. Brian Wright has put himself in a really weird predicament where I don't know what you do at Fox. I have zero clue what you do.
No, I think you have a conversation with them. I think they need to look at themselves in the face.
As the expansion draft, quite frankly, maybe you wait for then, and you just don't tell them that you're waiting for that.
Probably
maybe that's what you do.
Probably,
but and because that's the only way you can get off him super clean.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, unfortunately, he's a supremely negative asset.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he has a comeback year to a certain extent next season, he's just a negative asset. The taste of this finals is not going anywhere in anybody's mouth. Any front office. They all watch this finals.
And I think the players are so good at not pointing fingers at each other just culturally, but they know.
Yeah.
They know.
Everybody kind of knows.
Yeah.
And they didn't say anything, and nobody has to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody came to his defense really after the game.
No, they didn't. Wemby just said he didn't see it.
Like nobody came and said, "Oh, Fox is our guy, and he's a vet on this team, and he made the play that he felt was right in the moment." Nobody said that. Nobody said that.
No.
So the very fact that nobody said that, nobody tweeted it, nobody said that, and you got Dylan Harper reposting TikTok videos of him being playoff James Harden. Like, listen, I'm not saying he did it on purpose. He might have done it by accident, so I'm not putting it on him.
But he was gonna share it somewhere.
I'm just saying.
He saw it and he interacted with it.
Yeah, even if it was something where he reposted for a second and took it off and was like, "Yeah, I didn't mean to like that. I didn't mean to repost that." He
saw it. That was his algorithm. His algorithm is Fox sucks. That's his algorithm. Oh.
So, I'm not saying it's bad drama. Some drama is necessary for teams to get good. But look at the Thunder. You see them having any drama, really? The biggest drama the Thunder have is that Lou Dort sucks. And SGA loves Lou Dort. That's the biggest drama they have.
Yeah. I mean, they got drawn. No, they got drawn. Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams and his hamstring. But those are more injury related cap.
No. Jalen Williams goes to social media a lot and says really cryptic things about his team.
But they won a championship. He was the second option. He made All NBA. There's not too much for him to really complain about. He's being cryptic now because of the fact that he has injuries and their front office and Sam Presti are kind of like, we're not going to commit to a player long term that has injuries when we have all these assets. So they may make a trade for somebody and try to bait them in on, Jalen Williams can get better.
I do want to address this super chat. Brendan says the on-off stats with Wemby, Castle, and Harper together were insane this year. Harper should start, period. Fox needs to come off the bench if he's here. Yeah, he needs to. I think he needs to come off the bench. I think there needs to be a discussion about this. And as a front office, if you're really choosing, if somebody's disgruntled and you got to choose, it's very obvious who's your main guy, because the finals really does expose what you're made of, right? And I'll give Wemby some leniency because I think that, him being the main guy, he's still growing offensively, very tired, getting thrown around everywhere. He's still got to keep growing. But Wemby showed many times throughout this playoffs what he's made of. Castle, even when he struggled, he's always making that winning play. He's always in the right position to make that winning play. Even in Game 4, he made the winning play. People don't talk about this, but that steal to push it out to Fox, or help Fox push that out, and then Fox just made a stupid play. That was a winning play from everybody involved on that defensive possession for the most part. So he's there. He's making winning plays. You kind of see what these players are made of. And I don't know if Fox really made of the right stuff, but the Spurs need to be able to confront that. And Dylan Harper is a good teammate for the most part, it seems. He's pretty humble. And he took a back seat. But, hey, I think if he's upset, it's probably a good thing. At least that's how I feel. But, all right. Well, I'm gonna hop off, my boy. What'd you say?
You say you're gonna hop off? Oh, you're gonna hop off now?
I think I'm gonna hop off. Yeah. And get to it. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow night. If anything else comes up.
Yeah.
But, got a few segments here that I might post. Clan, you can't hop off. I'm gonna hop off tonight. You ain't gonna finish the interview? Nah. I'll finish it next time. Maybe we can hop on tomorrow and take a look. There's so many. I need to chill out.
Yeah. Hey, and don't forget, chat, like the video. You got premium content from us. Like the video.
Yeah, man. And I appreciate all the super chats were crazy today. I wish there was a way if I could just look at all of them. Oh, I guess they are popping up at the top here. Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah, so I appreciate all the love from you guys. We'll be back. I think I'm gonna see how I'm feeling tomorrow, but I'm really thinking to just hop on tomorrow. But we'll see what's popping. But I appreciate you guys. Nothing's over. It's not like the season's over, so you're not gonna see me until next season. No, we're gonna keep talking. We're gonna jump on. We'll talk about the Spurs, talk about movies, talk about whatever. It's all good, just like we were before the season started. So, But yeah, I'll be back either tomorrow or the next day. But also, if you're not following me on Instagram, please do, because you can see on my story, I post on there when I go live all the time. So yeah, go follow me on Instagram. It's Spurs Clan on Instagram. So, all right. Well, I'll see you guys. Yeah, emotionally drained. It's all right. We'll be back at it. But when is the Japan move? That would be August, so that's pretty soon. So, Clan, please give me back my mod. Sure. It's the end of the season. What harm can you do now? Wait. There you go. There you go. All right. I'll be back. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow or the next day. I promise to you, it'll either be tomorrow or the next day. All right. Love you.